How to learn coding with the AI assistance. Unlock your coding potential with the AI-powered tools. Who am I? My name is Shaban Mswamba, software developer and educator. I am a software developer with expertise in PHP, Python, Java, JavaScript, and C++, etc. I specialize in designing and developing applications from scratch to production, focusing on creating efficient and scalable systems. Currently a developer at Lienskill. So in this tutorial, I want to show you why you learn coding with the AI. AI can speed up the learning process. Real-time coding assistance for beginners get help with the debugging and complex concept. Popular AI-powered coding tools: GitHub, Copilot, code suggestions and compilations. We also have a ChatGTP, specialized coding and assistance. Replit, AI companion. So if you are using a browser to code. AI in action, basic concept. So AI can help you things like loops, conditions, etc., code generations, AI explanation for complex concept. Debugging with AI. So AI can help you fix issues, quickly identify and fix errors. AI works through solutions step by steps. Learn how to solve problems through guided assistance. Coding project example. So guys, this is it. In 2024, the best way for you to learn coding is by building a project. So in this video, I'm going to show you how you can actually learn HTML from level 0 to a level that you can build some applications, some cool applications like this one, or clone some applications like Facebook or Twitter, etc. So what I want to do is I want to go to desktop. I am currently on Windows, so you can still follow along even if you are on Mac or Linux. So I want to create a folder called sample project. So you can name the project as anything. So I want to open this folder with the VS Code. Make sure you have a VS Code, or you can still follow along with any other code editor. If you don't have VS Code installed, you can check out my video on how to install VS Code. So on our folder, we want to create a file called index.html. All right. So back to our PowerPoint here. Tips for learning with the AI. So first of all, don't depend on AI, completely depend on AI. So when AI help you write code, try also to understand the logics. Review AI generated code to learn its logic. Balance coding practice with and without AI. So what we want to do now is we want to create now our project. First of all, we want to create an index since we don't have. So we want to go to our index, to our ChatGTP. If you don't have ChatGTP yet, So what we want to do is now to add some tools. Remember, we want to use GitHub Copilot. So go to extension, type GitHub Copilot. GitHub Copilot. I have it installed already. So if you don't have it, please just go and install it. And following one, next one is you can also install this extension here, code anium. Code anium. The spell, I can't explain this. Expel this. And go search for code anium. All right. So I have this installed. You can install it if you don't have. Just go and install this. All right. Now we are good to go. We can now start learning our HTML. First thing is, if you don't know anything about HTML, you go to ChatGPT, type HTML. Say learn HTML. So we say HTML hypertext markup language is the standard markup language used to create web page. It structure the content on the web, allowing browsers to display text, image, links, and other multimedia. Basic structure of HTML document. So here we have now the basic structure for HTML document. So if you don't know anything about HTML, this is the basic structure. But don't worry, we are going to learn about this using AI. So copy and paste in our HTML document. Make sure that your file is saved as source as a .html with the extension .html. That you will see this icon. If you don't see this icon, so that means you don't have the extension installed, icon installed, extensions installed. So icons, icon, okay, VS Code icons. If you don't see this icon, please go to extensions and search for VS Code icons. Install it, and you'll be able to see the icon. This will help you to identify if the extension for the file is actually correct. Okay, back to our topic, save the file. You can, so we want to run this on the browser. We want to open our first application on the browser. So one way to do this is to go to our desktop and double click, see the file, right click, click on the file, and then right click. Say now here is options that open with Chrome, Microsoft, etc. So what I want to do is I can show you another way is you can go back to VS Code and then press run. Here is run and debug. If you click run and debug, it will show you option web page, run web app from Chrome. Okay, I'm going to select this one. Okay, now this is our first application. Now we can see we have the page title, and then the body. We have a hello world with a paragraph. This is my first HTML page. Okay, what else we want to do now? So we don't have the CSS, we don't have JavaScript yet. But first of all, we want to learn the head section of our HTML because this is very important. So first of all, we want to add a viewport, and then we also want to add auth of the page. We want to add descriptions, and then keywords. We will also link to CSS, and link to JavaScript. So these are the things we are going to add. These are things are missing in our head sections. But first of all, we have a title, we have a viewport here. So I'm going to remove this one. And then we remove this one. Make sure to put below title. Okay. Now let's add meta. So we have meta, and then we see now with the VS Code extensions for GitHub Copilot, we are able to get the entire completed. So let's just add the title here, the author here. So what is Shaban? Feel free to add your name, Shamba, and then the descriptions. Description is just your page description, and just press enter again to select the next line. And you see now the next line is meta, the meta keys. Okay, so you have keys. You can change the keys. Let's say JS, HTML, CSS. Okay. The next one is link to our CSS. So link to our CSS. You can select this one, CSS, automatically, or link our style sheet. CSS, we don't have this file yet, so we need to create it. Let me just copy this one and go back to our directory. We still within our directory, create a new file called style.css. Make sure it has this extension .css, where it's actually empty. The following one is JavaScript. We don't have JavaScript. So you might be wondering how am I doing this? When you press enter key to jump to the next line, automatically the Copilot, GitHub Copilot, or this one, Co-Ion, be able to suggest the code on that line. Since we have added the comment here, link to JS, so automatically the AI will suggest the line of code we need to add here. So now we just press on tab to select it. All right, so we don't have JavaScript file. I'm going to copy this one, and I'll go to our directory again, and then create script .js, and then we see we have a script.js there. So if I save and reload, go back to our HTML, we don't have any problem, and we still have the same content. All right, so this is it, guys. This is how, first of all, the beginner's level of HTML. We don't know anything about the head section. We have a head section, we have a body section. We don't know anything. We can just copy this, copy the whole thing. You can copy the whole thing and then go to ChatGPT and ask to explain this, the head section. Yeah, so you see now, let's break down the head section of your HTML document. So now this is how you can learn HTML from zero level to get to a level that you can build some big application. So now you see we have much explanation here. I don't need to read everything, so you have time to read everything. So to save time, we are going back to our HTML. So what we want to do now is we want to add some sections to our body tag, body section. This is the body section. So we want to add the header. And first of all, let's remove this one. We don't need this. We want to structure our body section. So we want to add header. And then we want to add main section, and then footer section. So from here, we want to add the header. So in header, remember that is where the navigation menu and whatever such input should goes on the head section. So we want to add header, close tag, h1, sorry, head, all right. So we'll be able to see to add the head section of our HTML. So you see now we have title one plus navigation links. The following one is main section. Section, we want to add main, and we need to also add some content section. We also need to add footer. So you see, we actually going very fast using AI. Why? Because the AI will be able to is able to detect our comment and then add or suggest us with the next code to add. So if you press tab, this automatically will generate all the code there. So you don't need to type everything. So if you don't understand, in case, you just copy the code and then go to copy it as so, and then go back to ChatGTP and paste this here, and this guy will be able to explain to you everything. This guy will be able to explain to you everything. So I don't need to read all of them. I'm just going back to our application. So now you see application now has a footer and the main section, and then also we have got header, and then the title for our page plus navigation links. So just save on window, just do Control S to save, and then reload the page. Go here, press this icon to reload the page back to our browser application. Now you see, okay, application, now our application caught something. We caught the title and links plus the main section, and then we got the footer. So congratulations guys, we are able now to run our application online on browser. So there's so much missing here. We don't have JavaScript and the CSS. Thank you for watching. In the next video, we are going to add now the CSS and JavaScript. So we are going to use AI to learn JavaScript and then to learn CSS.